Today we're going to walk the audience through how we converted our side-by-side washer and dryer setup to a stacked configuration as seen in that first image. Here is our laundry room with the machines removed. And first we needed to remove the cabinets above head, as we were not going to be able to stack the units. So at this point we removed the screws holding the cabinets to the wall. They successfully and easily removed. Next was scoring and removing the bottom shelf. And what we did here was, around the edges of this entire shelving unit, we took an X-Acto knife, a razor blade edge, and cut deep into the paint, and then started kind of whacking different parts of it. And as you can see here, we were able to pull off this end piece. Gave it a couple good whacks from the hammer below and was able to start getting it to split, so just started to pull the nails out, and it should come out pretty easily from here on out. No crowbar, no sledgehammer. Here is the room with the shelving removed completely. The original plan was to put the washer and dryer in this back corner. The red lines denote the height of the washing machine and the start of the bottom of the drying machine when stacked. The idea was to cover over the vent ductwork. You see it here with an X, to remove that and just drywall patch right over that, and then create a new dryer vent duct where that arrow is pointing up, going vertical, and then connecting in with the existing line vent duct work that goes outside. Unfortunately, that was not possible. One hope was potentially to run the vent duct work out this wall, but unfortunately we have two AC units at this wall, and having the ductwork exit there and have lint blowing all over the condenser coils that are sucking in hot air would definitely not be a good idea. So we were not able to set up the ductwork to go through this wall. The reason we knew we were not going to be able to put the washer and dryer in the back corner was after we took off this outlet cover and put our smartphone up through the ceiling, we're able to see that there were some existing plumbing lines. These PVC pipelines on the bottom left of the screen are exactly where we would have liked to have run the pipe vertical and then tied into the 4-inch pipe you see in the screen, but because we didn't have space, we weren't able to do that. This image has a crude mock-up of where the existing 4-inch ductwork was being routed. This image shows where the 3 PVC pipes went down into the wall. So as you can see, we were not going to be able to reroute the ductwork in that area. We confirmed this by cutting a hole in the drywall, and sure enough, behind this insulation we found the 3 PVC pipes that were running from up above. Next, we put a small hole in the wall where we believed our future ductwork would be set up, and sure enough, we found the ductwork. Here's an image of us bracing and patching the hole that we created originally. Okay, I pushed the washing machine up against the wall and drew a line using this level to show the top, or at least the height of right here. And I measured up from the dryer about 2.5 inches, 2 inches before the circle starts. So I'm going to cut out here, 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 make the cut, put it in a 90 degree, and then with this piece that I remove, I'll find where approximately the hole is, and then push the piece back on, brace it up, and hopefully be done. Also went ahead and trimmed this back with a Dremel so I could push the machines a little bit closer. It was sticking out a good couple, 2-3 inches, even more past this gas line. Here's a picture showing the size of the cut that we made. Then here's an image showing the cut we made in the wall's 4-inch duct, and then we started to do some test fitments with a 90-degree angle piece. ultimately needed to remove probably another 5 or 6 inches, kind of where I tapped the finger there, and that's where we ultimately placed the 90-degree bend. Here's an image with a duplicate unit to show what it looked like, and here we are kind of guesstimating where the hole would be and placing it back in that area. Here's a side shot with the dryer stacked on the washing unit to get an idea of how close we were in terms of setting the 90-degree angle at the right height, and as you can see, the match turned out really well, so really pleased with the alignment here. And here's an image of a connector piece that we got from Lowe's or Home Depot to make that last connection. Next, we start bracing up the back part of the drywall and patching, and then I also cut out a small space for the gas line. It bumps out and was a part that protruded the furthest back on the dryer, so I made an extra space there, and then also cut back the existing ductwork to allow us to have as much space as possible. This is what the dryer looks like pushed back. As you can see, the gas line bumps into that space just a little bit, allowing us to push the dryer and washer back more so. Okay, just connected the gas lines. I didn't buy the company's stuff, but I urgent water. The previous two clips show using a watery, bubbly dish detergent solution to test the gas lines to verify that no leaking was taking place. The next clip will show what we were able to do in terms of spacing with the wall. So this is the other side of the machine. So you can see there's the mini resters, hammer and knock things, the gas line over there. You got your water lines. It's got some space, it's fine. And then it's pretty tight in there. It's not bumping up against it, but again, you know, it's something I'll watch over the next several loads and then check on it periodically. And the exhausting turned out great. I need to put some tape on where it matches here. I also have one of those clamp-on things where you tighten it, but I think the tape will work better, more of an airtight seal. So anyways, here's the final resting spot. I got about as close as I could on the back wall here, 2 or 3 inches. And then on the washer, probably only about 1 inch to spare in some places. So it definitely seems to be the more problematic machine. But anyways, we'll get it testing and watch for vibrations. Everything has been leveled. Should be good. Obviously got to paint the wall now and clean up the room. To finish off the video, I wanted to just share some of the tips and learnings from this process. One is to measure 3 times for every time you cut. Just a great idea. Also, really important, follow your dryer instructions for exhaust requirements. And again, follow and look into local state codes. Some of the more important things is making sure you don't have too many bends or 90-degree angles or too long of a ducting run. So again, really want to get out your manual and really understand your requirements for your equipment, but also for your state and municipality.